Hey everybody, what's happening? Hopefully you guys can hear us. I was setting up everything last minute after we ate dinner. Welcome. It's another live Wednesday night. Sorry we couldn't be here on Sunday, but we were busy doing real life things. What do they call that? RL? Yeah. We're doing IRL things. So, wow. Today has been an interesting day. Whoa. Is that me?
Yeah, they can.
Oh, they can hear me. Fantastic.
They just couldn't hear the intro.
Oh, you couldn't hear the intro. That's okay. Don't worry about
guys.
that.
You know what it sounds like. They were probably dancing to it, even though they couldn't hear it.
Probably, I would guess.
I danced to it while we're sitting here waiting.
Yeah. So anyway, for some reason, I don't know the connection.
Why is the light so bright?
I could turn it down.
Yeah, we're very washed out. I don't think you can turn it down.
I can. Oh, you know what?
It's not turning down.
No, it's as turned down as it's going to get right now. I can turn it down. Hold on. If that's what you want.
Well, we just look really strange. Oh, now you're... okay, yeah, that's a lot better. Is
that better?
Yeah.
Okay. Gastlecast always prepared. You guys know that.
Yeah.
So today, there was a barely available drop, and I didn't realize that they were going to have a drop. It
wasn't barely available, though, because you were able to get it.
Well, no. So I'll give you the full story. So today,
did you understand what I said?
I got it. Yeah, I got it.
Okay,
I got it. I was trying to bypass it as best I could. So on the BIM Toy Tiny Ghost group on Facebook, somebody posted a link there, and I happened to click it, and I was like, oh, this is perfect. I can finally have my chance to buy a barely available. I've never been able to buy one before, so I wanted to go out and purchase one. That way I could have it in hand. I like to buy some of this stuff so I know what I'm talking about, because barely available was just picked up by BIM Toy. So BIM Toy is now going to collaborate with Barely Available, maybe sell their products on their website.
Ooh.
So it'll be interesting to see what the future holds for those two companies, I guess, to commingle. However, they did the drop today, and I was like, oh, that's awesome. Okay, here's my shot. So guess what? I went ahead and that's the wrong window. I went ahead and I purchased one, and it happened to be this one. Now, of course, he's sold out. But I ended up buying this guy, $40. I think it almost came out to about $46.50. I think $46 and change in order to obtain this guy. For whatever reason today, it was really hard to get him. Apparently, the website was overloaded. The website wasn't prepared for that. But for whatever reason, I just kept clicking refresh, and finally it went through, and I was able to get this guy. So I'm really excited. I love the colors of this dude. He's called Dead Summer Fun, and he does have like a kind of a summery look to him to me.
So, you know what's interesting about him?
What?
This is our first barely available, or barely...
Barely available? What do you want to call him? Barely?
He's a figure?
Just call him a barely.
No, what
Vinyl
is...
figure?
Vinyl figure. Okay, so this is our first barely figure. And he's the same exact colors as our first chomp.
What the... I didn't even realize that. That's crazy.
Is that weird?
Yeah, so this is Cotton Candy Chomp. That was the very first one we ever picked up. That's awesome.
Yeah.
I didn't put two and two together. That's interesting.
You didn't see me, like, going and grabbing him from the shelf?
Well, actually, I'll be honest with you. I saw you in the corner of my eye doing something over there. I thought you were going to, like, F with me somehow, but it turned out you were doing really good things.
Oh, yeah,
so
I was just going to throw him at your... No, I'm just kidding. There's no violence.
This guy was a limit of 75, so how I got it, I couldn't even begin to tell you.
Oh, my gosh. I thought you meant, like, you could purchase 75.
No.
Oh, my
it was a limit. It was a limited edition of 75.
Okay.
So I was
really confused.
I didn't think I'd have a chance. The website was having a really hard time. It was literally taking a shit every, like, two seconds. It seemed like. Well, I would reload, and the website would come up. It would give me the PayPal selection where you could click it, and then it would go away. And it kept happening. It kept refreshing, coming back, and then going away, and telling me that the server was down. So finally, after about 15, 20 minutes of trying, it finally went through and I was able to obtain this guy. So I was really happy about that. But while I was waiting for all this, I was looking at their website, just kind of scrolling through. They have some really cool stuff here.
Yeah, I like the black and white one, just the regular one that looks like what you got today.
This one?
No, the white with the black, but he's cool too.
Okay, so yeah, I was going to go
Is
down
that
the
a
list.
pickle bear?
Yes. No, Ancient Ooze, but it does look like a pickle, doesn't it?
He looks like a pickle.
Yeah, he looks very much like a pickle.
That's a pickle bear.
So some are fun. Then they have Dead Flip Side, which is cool. I guess it's just a take on the original one, just flipped over. Then there's the Blue Honey Fanboy Doodle. I really wish I could have obtained that one.
Yeah, he's cute.
He's cool. He has like tattoos and stuff all over him.
And a skull shirt. He's basically you if you were a bear.
So Ancient Ooze. We have Dead Electric Luck. I really like the Dead Electric ones. They're really bright and they're really cool looking.
Is he flocked or is it just the lighting?
No, it's just the lighting. I think.
Okay.
Yeah, you're talking about this one?
No,
This one?
the Dead Electric.
No, I think that is just the way the grainy photo is what I think it is. Dead Electric, the pink one, which I think might be my favorite. I really like bright colors, which is why I was happy to get this one because it had like a kind of a nice blue and pink to it.
Yeah.
Then you have this Dead Ice, which is like a brighter blue with white in it. And then the original one, which is black and white. I would have jumped all over the original Dead, I guess the Barely Dead. That's awesome. I think that one's great. I really like that one. And I really like the Dead Electric pink one. I think he's cool looking.
Yeah, he's awesome.
Yeah. So this is something new for us. We've never purchased this before. So now we have it coming in. I'm really excited to see what it's like in person. They're 5.5 inch, which how big in hand sizes? Heather, show us how big it would be. Be about that big. Yeah,
comparable to Tiny Ghost.
Yeah, about the same size as Tiny Ghost, I guess. Yeah, because Tiny Ghost is what, 5 inches tall. So interesting segue about the barely, was it barely available? I always want to say barely collectible. Barely available. Segue into that from us buying it. I reached out to the barely available guy today, the guy who runs the joint, the guy behind this toy, and we're going to have him on for an interview series very, very soon. He was very excited that we were going to bring him on. We're just going to have to come up with a time and a date. Of course, you guys are already aware we're going to be going live this Sunday with the guy, one of the co-creators behind the Chomp. We're really excited about that. Colin McConnell will be on with us. So make sure you come here and hang out with us.
Can you say his name again? Because you said Colin McConnell.
Connor McConnell.
Yeah. It sounded like hum.
No, it didn't. It sounded like Connor McConnell.
We are going to go back after this stream and we're going to rewatch that.
Connor McConnell.
Yeah.
Connor McConnell. How fast can you say it? Let me hear you.
I'm...
Come on. Connor McConnell.
It doesn't sound like anything.
Connor McConnell. It sounds just like Connor McConnell. I'm just saying like a race car is going around a track. Connor McConnell. Connor McConnell. Connor McConnell. Yeah, so Connor's going to be on with us Sunday. I'm really, really excited about that, to sit down and talk to him. We have a full roster of questions that I've developed.
You don't even know what I've come up with.
Heather's going to have a couple random questions for him, which is going to be a lot of fun. If you guys have questions for Connor, if you're a Chomp fan, highly recommend that you show up for that live. He might even show some, I don't know, maybe something that's going to come out in the future. Just like Reese O'Brien.
Don't promise anything.
I'm saying, no, I just said.
Anything could happen. It's a Gastlecast.
It'll be at
Hold on, say it as fast as you can. Anything can happen.
Anything can happen at Gastlecast. It'll be at 8 p.m. on Sunday Eastern Time. This Sunday. So it's the 7th of June. So make sure you're here. It's going to be a lot of fun. I can't wait to talk to him about all things Chomp. I can't wait to ask. I have so many questions. Today when I was making up my list of questions, it was like I was constantly popping up new questions as I was going along, and I'm thinking, am I going to have too many questions for this guy? I was really concerned about that. So I'm hoping that I can get all of my questions in. I want to talk to him not only about... let's move over here. I don't only want to talk to him about Chomps. I want to talk to him about Funko Pops. I want to talk to him about Tiny Ghost, because I know he's a Tiny Ghost collector as well. I want to dive into what he collects, because I think that's interesting. Then change the time to AM, not PM. Excuse me? What's that? What is he saying?
I'm not sure.
I'm not sure. It should be 7. It's going to be 8 p.m. Did I say 8 a.m.? I don't think I did. It's 8 p.m. this Sunday. So Zach, are you trying to confuse me? I don't know what you're doing over there.
Probably. He has a...
It mean from a.m. to p.m.? Did I do... maybe I... Zach, elaborate so I know what you're talking about. Maybe I messed something up on the event page for Facebook. I don't know. Again, I always put this out there. If you're not a part of the Facebook group, Gastlecast, We Hunt Together, highly recommend you go and join it. A lot of cool people there. Alex, no, you're not late. A lot of cool people there.
Yes, you are late, Alex.
Okay.
Shame on you.
Listen, we can't bash them.
He said it's posted AM.
It's posted AM.
So forget everything Chris just said. Do not join Gastlecast We Hunt Together because there's false information on there. You don't want to join that Facebook page.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
How did I do that? I really did?
I don't know.
You know what? Sometimes when I'm creating stuff on there, sometimes the little wheel or whatever, it does say AM. Thank you very much. The little wheel on there really drives me crazy.
I wouldn't even have coffee in me at 8 a.m.
There we go. Now, it's easy to do on your phone, but when you're behind a computer, it's a real pain in the butt. So thank you, Zach, for telling me. I appreciate that. Zach, I should just make you like the admin where you can make changes to things on the page, because if you see something like that, I'd rather you just change it. Chris is talking so fast, like he had too much caffeine. No, I talk like this all the time. If you were over here, in fact, Jake came over one time, our good pal Jake Carr, and he was like, "Dude, you have a lot to say, don't you?" He's like, I think I overwhelmed him with words.
Yeah, well, Jake is just a very calm, chill.
Very laid back guy.
Yes, very, very laid back. I almost used the word slow, but I didn't mean it in a derogatory way. Just slow talker.
I don't like what you're saying here.
I'm not insulting Jake.
It's not very good. So big news for today. It turned out that we did not win the Chomp Challenge. And it's a real bummer. It's a bummer. I'm not gonna lie to you. I did whine and cry a little bit.
He did. He was just as bad as the Facebook comments that he reads on here when people miss a fire drop.
So I was a little bummed out by it. There they are. There's your winners. However, I was really, really happy to see our local buddy, John Fisher, win a spot. He actually did the one that's the little flower chomp with the little bees on it. It's really neat looking. RJ, what is it? RJ Designs? Is that what it is? RJ Designs is there.
The Iron Man one. One that I really feel like had to have been incredibly rough creating, and probably the most, I don't want to say unique because they're all freaking unique and awesome, but I think the one that would have been the hardest to do is the honeycomb chomp. And I was sort of following him on Instagram a little bit. I would check back every couple days to see if there were any new entries because I love looking at what people create. And he posted pictures of the process. And it just seemed like way more work than I ever could have done.
Yeah.
I mean, that was crazy.
That's a wild one.
Well, apparently he's not done with that yet. He just ran out of time.
Really?
So, yeah. So he's adding something to it from what I understand.
So that's not even the final version.
That's not even the final version.
That's not even his final form.
Yeah, that's going to be wild. But it does freak me out because I have a issue with things being so close together like that.
Man, my nose is itchy. God damn.
Mine was earlier.
I don't know. What's up with it?
You got a big hair coming out of it.
Do I really?
Yeah.
Oh, my God.
It's really big.
So the Mario one I think is really cool. I do like the Mario one. I would say my favorite out of all of these is going to be the Up one.
Yeah, that one's really cool.
The Up was highly creative. I mean, all these are highly creative, but I think the Up one was...
Ghostbusters.
The Ghostbusters one is cool. I just like the Up one. I think it's great. I think it looks good. I think they took a lot of time out to create it. I think it looks nice. It looks like something that you could buy from Chomp, the Abominable Toys one day. You know what I mean? But they all turned out really well. Honestly, I didn't think that I would win anything. I didn't think that I'd come out in this at all. But I really did think Heather was going to take a win here because hers was there was a lot of love and care in hers with painting all the like straight lines and making a Pennywise. It just looks so cool. So I thought for sure she'd be picked as a favorite, but she wasn't.
That's okay.
Unfortunately, but hers is my favorite personally.
Well, thanks.
But they decided to select more winners than they originally intended.
Yes, and the way that they did it was interesting. So they chose their top 3 favorites. So the Mario, the Iron Man, and the Honeycomb one were the 3 favorites. And then the other 5 were just random. So I guess they did a random number generator or put the names in a hat. I don't know how they did it, but I thought that was really, really cool to give, like, sort of even out the playing field. It wasn't just, like, their absolute favorites.
Right. Like the best of the best.
Yeah.
And that's the way to go sometimes with this stuff. Because, listen, some of these guys, like RJ, has a tremendous talent. And it's going to be really hard to go up against somebody who does customs almost for a living.
Yeah.
Like mine, I got to tell you, I went into this and I was so excited about it, creating my chomp. Because when we make pops or custom pops, Heather and I work very diligently and we work very hard for days. And at the end, we both have a piece that we're really proud of. Mine, I screwed it up completely and then I repainted it. And then I just asked Heather, listen, you know how to handle what's it called? The material, like to make his jacket and his hood and everything. You know how to handle that and cut all this stuff up and make it look right. Can you just help me out? And she did. Heather did most of the work in it. I didn't really do anything other than painting it. So I didn't really deserve the win, I didn't think. However, I really thought that you should, but I'm really happy for all the winners here.
Oh, me too.
I think they did a great job.
I liked yours because of the details that you did with like the horn and the tongue. I thought he was really cool looking and his little beard. And then my favorite part of yours was the basket with the baby chomp in the back.
The baby chomp was cool.
I know, and you weren't even going to do that. You were just going to put some, like,
a little piece of shit in there. Yeah, no, I'm really glad you talked me into doing that because it did make it 10 times better.
Yeah.
So it'll be cool. Listen, I'm happy that I can take my chomp now, my custom chomp, put it up with my other chomps. I think that's really special. We both did something like this. You know, this is the first time that we've worked with one of these little chomp guys. Really wish we had the custom version of the chomp. We ended up using the white and blue one.
Well, we could have primed them first. That was a mistake that we made.
That was a big mistake.
The craft stores weren't open when we were doing them. And we also didn't like put a finisher on them because things are so weird right now. Yeah,
and I was moving way too fast in mine.
Yes, you were.
I moved through that flocking way too quickly. I just felt, what a mess. Like I've never felt so defeated, I don't think, ever. I felt so defeated. And I was really upset, bummed out about it, and almost gave up. But thankfully, Heather jumped in and helped us out. So I really appreciated that. She's an awesome wife and an awesome team player.
I didn't jump in and help you out. I said, stop crying about it and take the flocking off. I said, take the flocking off.
Whoa. Easy there, Hoss.
That's like a good curse word.
So that's the chomp stuff. It's interesting. I've noticed that Funko is not really doing their Wednesday drops anymore. I don't know if that's like they're going to be their new normal. I noticed that we're getting drops sometimes on Thursday and Friday. Sometimes we get it on Monday. So maybe it's all at random nowadays. I haven't read anything. If you have, I'd love to know what is happening. If you've read anything new in the comment section, you could drop it there. But I haven't seen anything, and I try to dig around as much as I can to find out information so I can then give it to you guys. I hate sitting in front of the camera and not knowing what the hell I'm talking about. But believe me, it happens way more than often.
Way more than often? See, this is the problem.
No. Way more often than I wanted to go. I'm talking too fast.
Yes, that's the problem with you talking too fast.
I'll tell you why I'm talking too fast. I'm so, right now, bummed out. We recorded a video tonight 3 times. And on the very last time, I was so happy with it. I was so excited about it. And I was going to edit it before we went live tonight. I was going to put it up and share it with all of you guys. For whatever reason, the last time, the best version did not record. So now...
Hold on. I'm sorry. What did you say?
It didn't record. I know it's my fault. So
Chris didn't press the record button.
I didn't press the record button because I'm an idiot. So
You're
now
not
I'm
an
really
idiot. Things
bummed out about
happen.
that, and I know after this I want to record it, and I think I'm going to edit it through the night so I can get it over with.
Oh no, I'm tired. So
Don't tell me that. I will literally break into pieces. I'm going to be so bummed out.
will you pour Red Bull down my throat?
How many episodes are we in? You're talking about the Gastlecast? Oh my God! I mean, if that's what you're talking about, I don't know. I mean, it's I guess hundreds now.
Look,
I have to look. It's
he
been a long time since I looked.
Alex is shouting at us. He said, "Listen, you have made 2 really cool customs, made great art, and be proud of it."
We are very proud. Thank you.
I am very proud. Chris is a sore loser.
No. I'm not a sort of loser at all. I just didn't.
I'm giving you a hard time.
But it was hard for me to stand by my creation. Like if I had won, I don't think it would have sat well with me because I know that a lot of that work was from you. So it really would have been your win. I painted it. You did the rest.
This is coming from the guy, okay? We did, what did we do? We did the Funko Photo a Day challenge, and I did one. It was Funko Fashion Friday, and I had a Negan shirt on, and I had a Negan pop, and I ended up winning for that picture. And Chris always says, "Well, I took the picture, so that's my win."
I did take the picture.
But you created half that pop.
Listen, if you didn't have a photographer like me, you wouldn't have got... Listen, we took like 30 photos, and finally you selected one. Finally. So it just shows you how great of a photographer I am. I had nothing to do with that. It was all you. I was just making a joke. Like, hey, I'm helping.
No, you tried to steal on multiple occasions my Negan proto.
No. I don't want anybody to misunderstand.
I'm just kidding.
We are very proud of what we made. All I'm saying is I think Heather made mine, really. I mean, that's how I feel. I feel like you really made it.
I really did.
Heather is really good. Heather's just really good.
I just helped cut you the fabric.
Dean Blockley actually said he saw your Dexter Funko Pop custom. Heather is like, you know, it's funny when we made those custom Funko Pops. I actually won the contest, our local contest. Believe it or not, I should have not won that. Heather.
No, you should have.
No, because I literally threw on a couple pieces of fur and like.
No, you sculpted hooves and like little details.
Yours was really good. No, okay. Let me make you understand, or let me try to get you to understand this. Make you understand. What the hell am I talking about? Let me get you to understand. What I think is the better one is the one that could be put in a box and sold. Yours looked like it could have been put inside of a box and sold. Mine looked like something somebody customed. Yours looked like a real piece. Like one day we would see that in the store. That's what I'm saying.
Okay, that's fair. Did I use real fabric on his apron or did I paint that on?
I believe you used real fabric.
I don't even remember.
It's been so long I can't remember.
I do know the trash bag was a real bag.
This is not a V-neck, by the way. This is a
very large shirt.
It's a very large shirt. It's a gremlin with 3D glasses on. I got it from T Fury, I think. I saw it on there one day and I was like, "Oh, that's awesome! It's a great summer shirt. It's a tank top." I was like, "Oh, this is a great shirt." And I put it on and it looked like I was wearing a dress. So I told Heather, I was like, "You got to wash this thing for me. It looks ridiculous." So I put it on tonight and it actually feels really good. I came home to put my lounging clothes on and I threw it on and it felt great. So,
hey, guess what? I've had lounging clothes since March.
I've seen you dress up a couple times.
I think I've worn jeans 3 times since March. It's been good.
Listen,
I enjoy it.
Right now, it's yoga pant country in this house, and I'm really enjoying that. It makes my butt look great.
I wasn't expecting that.
No. So we have new videos coming your way. One new video will probably come this evening, tonight, at some point, I hope, if I can get it recorded. I'm actually losing my voice because I yelled throughout the entire, 3 first recordings that we did.
And then he yelled and screamed when he stomped up the stairs and he said, "You're not going to believe this. I didn't record it!"
I didn't yell like that.
I'm just kidding. He really didn't yell. He came up very defeated and I was like, "Oh no, what happened?" So he didn't record it.
The thing is that when we record stuff sometimes, if it isn't up to par, Heather will get very angry at me, but I'm like, "Listen, this is not good enough to put on YouTube.
Just put some music behind it and put a picture of a butt somewhere.
Sometimes
they'll like
I don't
it.
feel. Well, if we put your butt up on the screen, I'm sure we get.
Oh my!
We've hit 2,500 subscribers right now. But here's the point, though. if we record stuff, sometimes we record for hours, and from all these hours, sometimes we get like a 6-minute video out of all of that, because I don't feel comfortable putting out content that isn't good enough for me to watch. Like,
Yeah.
I wouldn't watch it myself, so I want it to be good enough, right?
I
So I
understand
have a
that.
couple recordings from tonight, but I don't feel comfortable with them, and I want to put out something really good and really fun.
Did we record it 3 times?
I think it was 3 different times, but
And
it
the
was
third time.
third time was the charm, and then it didn't record, and I was really bummed out about it, and that's just how things go sometimes, unfortunately.
All the time, not just sometimes. at least like once every 2 weeks, we get one video where we record multiple times, and we either give up or we finally get it right, because Chris thinks that being loud and obnoxious is right.
No, I don't think
'Cause
loud
I
and
feel like
obnoxious is right.
It is, because every single time we're recording, it seems pretty mellow, and you're like, this isn't good enough, this isn't good enough. And then on the final take, you're like, welcome to the Gastlecast! And you're screaming all about
I want it to
whatever
be. I
we're
want it to
doing.
be shotgun blasts of data and information and fun. I don't
Yes,
because if we're
and you definitely accomplish
if we're
that.
droning on like we are right now, people aren't going to want to watch it. They're not going to want to sit back and take in the information.
I don't know if you know, but we've just picked up about 8 or 9 viewers in the last 2 minutes, like while we're droning on. So
Yeah, I just hate droning
people like droning.
on. Not
People
me.
love it.
Not me.
Oh, they love it.
You know, it's funny. My boss came into my office today and she said, "Hey, I watched your new video last night. I saw it on Instagram." I was like, "Oh, that's cool." Or no, it wasn't on Instagram. It was on Facebook. She said, "I saw a post up on Facebook," and I was like, "Yeah." And she goes, "I watched it," and she goes, "It was really great." She goes, "It was just enough time for me to enjoy it. I watched it from start to finish. I really enjoyed it. It was just enough." She goes, "If it were a little bit more, I probably wouldn't have hung in there." And I was like, that's very interesting, because some people tell me they want the videos to be longer, and then some people say they want the videos to be short.
I'm a short video
But I
person.
think a short video, a shotgun blast to your face of information, data, and fun is the best way to go. It leaves you craving more. Videos. So that's why I do it that way now. We are changing. I feel like lately we've been doing different. Our videos are a little bit different than they used to be, and I think we're actually I think we're finally coming into our own, and we look like the real deal. Because I feel like over time we were sort of looking like two people in the basement, just hanging out. But now I feel like we're looking like a real deal channel, and I like that. I like that we're going into a professional look. I think it's great.
Yeah. Well, with anything that you do, I mean, even yourself as a person through life, you change and evolve. So through doing this, we learn what we enjoy, what we don't enjoy, and what people enjoy, and we learn and grow.
We learn and grow.
And that's
a
what
good
we're
thing,
doing.
right?
Yeah, I
And
wouldn't
since then,
call it changing,
listen,
though.
we just droned on. We lost 3 people. So what you just said was wrong.
No, it was right.
Do you think so?
Yeah, Kate's about to leave though because she
Kate
doesn't
L,
like us.
no.
She doesn't like us. She thinks we drone
Kate
on,
L.
so.
Painful. I just want to say that.
I
Very,
love
very
Kate.
painful. I love Kate too.
Did you get many death threats hating on Carrie Fisher?
No.
You didn't.
I honestly thought I would get beat up on, maybe even messaged directly where people would be upset about that, but that didn't happen. So thank you.
Yeah, so Chris, like, we were gaming the other night, and Chris very seriously says, "Do you think we should re-record that video? Do you think, like, I hated on Carrie Fisher too much?" And I'm like, I mean...
Well, I only gave them an ounce of what we actually did.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I haven't watched it yet.
Yeah, I actually carried on for a long time about how much I hated Carrie Fisher.
Carried on about Carrie.
I did, yes,
Fisher.
thank you.
And I was
I
like...
actually printed out a photo of her face and I urinated on it right here. I put the
Okay,
picture
now
here
that
on the
is
table,
going...
and I urinated on it.
That is going to get you death threats.
And
Don't
then I
say
did a
things
poop.
like that.
Then
No,
I
you
did a poop.
didn't.
Yeah,
Get
it was
out of
it
here.
was one poop.
You're stupid. He definitely did, like, real... What's it called? You were beating a dead horse,
Yeah.
basically. I mean, he wouldn't stop.
I was relentless, and I shouldn't have been that way. I was sharding all over her.
Yeah.
And her picture that I had printed out.
She is an actress, and I promise you, out of your performance...
Whoa! Wait a minute. I just she is an actress.
No, let me tell you something. The performance that you were giving tonight... So, the video that we have coming out, I'm not going to spoil it for you, but basically we were taking information and relaying it to you, and that's what you're going to see hopefully tonight or tomorrow. But Chris does terribly if he's given, I don't want to say a script because he's never written like exactly what we're going to say.
No.
But if he has to take information and relay it, he's really like not so great at that. So my point is, she's an actress. You could never do it. Stop hating. And leave Princess Leia alone.
Who?
Carrie Fisher!
No, I'm not saying I hate her. I'm just saying I'm not a fan.
Yeah, I mean,
I just thought she was just okay. I mean, what can I tell you? I don't know.
well,
Not everybody's going to fucking love her. I
Guess
don't know.
what you would be as an actress? You would be terrible. They would have to retake it.
Of course, I don't have the tits for
They
it.
would have to retake it, so you don't need to use the
I got a
TITS
hog.
word. You don't need to bring genitalia into this.
You said if I was an actress.
It was a joke because she's an actress. But anyway, if you had that same job, you would do so many takes that they would just fire you. They'd say, you know what? This guy isn't an actor. He's out the door.
Well, you said actress,
He
by
would
the way.
say, let's bring in Carrie Fisher. That's what they would say because she's a good actress.
Natalie says, I have no idea what's going on. I'm watching the stream and working at the same time. Yeah, that's what happens on these lives a lot. We just go into these weird rants in circles.
Yeah, it's not because you're multitasking. It's we don't know what's going on.
So, Kate L, she's fantastic. I get it. Okay? She is fantastic. I just don't care for her. I just don't. That's just how it is. I don't know what else to say. Why can't I have a feeling about...
You can, and you haven't gotten any death threats yet, so it's okay.
Oh,
you might after this live.
You didn't see these emails, though. I got one from Fandango.
Really?
Yeah. She is worst out of the OG 3 Star Wars characters. Thank you, Dean Blockley, you brilliant, lovely son of a bee. I love this guy.
He just won special treatment.
Oh my God, Zach Bonifer was a good actress. Was. Painful.
Well, yeah, it's very, very sad.
Gail says we're fighting now. Yeah, so anyway,
Join the club.
in our latest video, we were talking about Carrie Fisher and how lovely of a person she is, but I'm not a fan, so that's just me. What can I tell you?
Everyone's entitled to their own opinion. I don't have an opinion on her either way, because I think the only thing I really saw her much in was the Star Wars films, and I'm not the biggest Star Wars fan in the world.
Kate L's writing a death threat, so
Good.
there's that.
Good. You deserve it.
Thank you, Michael Petrino. See, Michael Petrino and Dean Blockley are in my corner. Is now the time where we stand up and we finally fight for what's right?
Okay, let's not let's not go there with the current.
We're gonna make a group called We Do Not Like Carrie Fisher.
Wow.
No, I think Carrie Fisher was great, and she's a good actress. I'm not saying I'm not diminishing who she was.
She's just not your favorite.
She's just not my favorite.
Yeah.
That's just how it is.
There's nothing
I'm
wrong
not saying
with
that
it.
she's horrible. In Sweden,
Sweden,
they love Carrie.
Of course,
Where is that goddamn bird at?
he's here. He's
Is
just
he here?
waiting for us.
He's hiding out.
He's waiting for us to say
When they
something.
talk about that pandemic, you know what I'm going to say. Can we talk about how Luke Skywalker is a selfish, whiny prick like the rest of the Skywalker? Well, the Skywalker family are a bunch of selfish, whiny pricks, unfortunately. And thank God the Skywalker saga is behind us, so hopefully we don't have to hear too much about them anymore. I do love that they're breaking out like the Clone Wars.
You just like hate everybody, don't you?
No, I love to see the Clone Wars breaking out, and we're getting character stories from that, and we're also getting character stories from Rebels. Apparently, this Mandalorian show is going to have all these I guess the TV show cartoon characters are going to be brought to life. I mean, such a cool thing is happening there, and you can thank Dave Filoni for that. Sounds like he is the new George Lucas, in my opinion. She was an alcoholic. She struggled with she was poor Carrie Fisher.
That's always sad. That happens to a lot of people in the spotlight, and it really is
sad.
upsetting. Yeah,
it's sad because I listen to Howard Stern a lot, and these stars come on and they talk about how basically they have to be sheltered because they can't go outside because there's a bunch of people that want to take pictures of them, paparazzi and stuff.
Can you
so they're
imagine?
Sheltered people.
That's like pandemic, but like all the time.
Right. So we let's say we make millions of dollars, but we're out in the public and people are constantly up our ass. Like I don't know if I'd really want the money and deal with that personally.
No, I would rather make my money in a different way if it meant being in the spotlight all the time and constantly being judged. I mean, they get one bad picture of a star and all of a sudden they've gained weight or they've lost weight or they got plastic surgery when all it is just like an ugly face. Like for that split second that the picture was taken.
Oh, I see what you're saying, yeah.
Like when you accidentally open the selfie camera when you're laying down and you have like 10 chins.
I look like that all the time, so.
Well, I was talking about me.
Painful. I want to see more stuff not related to the Skywalker story. Totally agree with that, Natalie. It's nice that we're getting... Star Wars universe is such a big universe. And why we only focus on one family is really, I don't know. To me, it just seems worthless. Like, we might as well take care or take advantage of this big universe of characters and show new characters and different things that they're doing. It's not all about Jedi and Sith all the time, or Greys or whatever they're talking about nowadays. It's cool to see the Mandalorian running around. I mean, who doesn't love a show about a bounty hunter? I mean, that's awesome. We've been waiting for this for a long time. I remember years ago when I was a kid, everybody wanted to see a TV show or a movie all about Boba Fett, and now we're getting a full series, a 5-season series of the Mandalorian. I mean, we are getting a Boba Fett saga pretty much, and apparently he's going to show up in the new Mandalorian season. So that's cool. I'm looking forward to all this. So, well, we've talked for 38 minutes. Well, probably a little less than that, maybe 34 minutes. But I appreciate you guys coming here and hanging out with us live. I do want to make a reminder that we do have a giveaway going on, 2,500 subscriber giveaway. It's funny because we're talking about Star Wars and Luke Skywalker, but we're giving away a Luke Skywalker hot toy. It's not in a box. It's a figure that we have literally in baggies, but it has a bunch of gear with him. It's a really nice figure. It's not damaged or anything. He has a light up lightsaber. He is great. Looks great on a stand. So if you want to win that, you have to subscribe to the Gastlecast in order to win. Once we hit 2,500 subscribers, we will be giving that away live. The night that we hit 2,500 subscribers, we will be giving it away.
Yes, Alex, you did miss the barely.
Yeah, so we talked about that. So I was able to get the new barely. I was really excited because I've never purchased one before, so it was a big deal to me.
Yeah, and this guy's here because I realized that our very first chomp is blue and pink, and our very first barely is blue and pink.
Yeah,
so
that was
really
special. Yeah, that was special. Actually, here he is right there. So the new barely from today was this one, and I was able to get him. So just because I mentioned it earlier, I hadn't mentioned it, I don't think in the last like 20 minutes or so. We're actually going to have the creator of Barely available on with us for a live interview. It's going to be very exciting. I can't wait. I reached out to him actually today. He followed us after the Reese O'Brien interview, and I told Heather, I really want to reach out to this guy and have him on. I'm glad that they released a new Barely available figure so I can have it in hand prior to that interview so I know what I'm talking about. And then, of course, I'll develop a bunch of questions about Barely available so we can have a full, all-out cool interview. Probably I'm going to make a guess, and I'll say by the end of the month, we'll have him on. So look forward to that. That's going to be really fun. My Barely available has already been shipped, so I should have it hopefully within the next 5 days, and we'll make a video about it and talk about it and get ready for said interview.
I'm excited.
So another update.
Where are they based out of? Real quick.
What, Barely available?
Yeah.
You know what? I'll be honest with you. I don't know a whole lot about them.
Try contact.
Let's see.
Oh no.
Oh no, leaves information. You gotta leave information.
Interesting.
Yeah, I don't know where they're out of. But it appears that our buddy Alex down here might know more about it. So Alex, if you could spout out some information, if you know it, we'd appreciate that. Where is this company based out of? These are questions that I wanted to save and ask when we go live and do an interview. We have a new video that will be coming your way hopefully tonight. And then another new video that will be coming Saturday. And then our interview series with Connor McConnell from Abominable Toys, the guy who created Chop. He's 50% of Abominable Toys. So we're going to talk to him. We're going to dive deep and find out some information about Chomps, where they got their start and all that kind of jazz. I'm really, really excited about it. We love Chomps. That's like our new favorite thing. So we'll talk to him all about that and more. And then we'll get to the barely available guy, Jason, very soon. I did want to leave on a note. Over the last couple of days, it's been hard for me. I'd lost a friend 3 years ago, and I told Heather on, I believe it was Monday, I said to Heather, I said, man, I really miss my friend Diane. Diane was she was actually an older lady, and I worked with her for many years. And I just turned to Heather during dinner, and I said, man, I just have this overwhelming feeling of missing Diane right now, and I don't know why. And it made me feel very depressed. And I woke up the next day, I went to work, I was very depressed. I was depressed all day yesterday. And it just so happened that I looked at my memories on Facebook, and it popped up showing that Diane had passed away 3 years ago yesterday.
Yeah.
And that, I don't know if that was like a memory trapped inside my brain and I didn't even realize it was
Things
there.
like that happen.
Or if it's just a spiritual thing, but it was so weird that it all happened that way. And so this episode, this live is out for, or it's in the spirit of Diane. So I love Diane. I miss her big time. So that's my final word on her.
You messed up.
What?
Because in the beginning of the episode, you said something like, "Oh, it was a real bummer," but in this, Diane would never say that.
No, she says bummer in the summer.
Yeah,
that's what Diane used to say all the time.
You said it was a real bummer, and
yeah.
I was like,
So I've had a hard couple days thinking about that, but I'm doing okay. I'm not like dying, and I appreciate your guys' kind words. I'm not dying or anything, or like laying on the floor screaming and crying, but I'm just really sad. But being live and hanging out with you guys definitely makes everything much, much better, especially during the pandemic when we can't see our family and friends. It's really cool that we can come on here, we can log in and just see a bunch of your familiar names pop up and chat with us for a little while and listen to all of our bullshit. So, guys, we appreciate that. Anne-Marie, I'm so sorry to hear that. That is absolutely terrible. 24 years old. That's way, way too damn young. Way too young.
That really is.
Big time. So, guys, we love you. Thank you for coming and hanging out with us for a little while. We'll be back Sunday with Connor McConnell of Abominable Toys, the Chomp Guy. You're not going to want to miss out on that. Remember, as always, we hunt together, yes. We will catch you next time.